This is the Elliptical Oracle. Join Dr. MonaLisa Coburn on an exhilarating journey to spiritual enlightenment. With every episode, dive into the world of chakra clearings, energy healings, and channelings from one consciousness. Get ready to strengthen your mind, body, and soul while discovering how to harness your energy and awaken your spiritual senses. Tune in to stay spiritually fit and energized, all while moving with the flow of the universe. And now, here's MonaLisa.
Hello, I'm the Elliptical Oracle MonaLisa, and today I am just going to take a moment out to explain how this crazy nonsense, if you will, which is one of the most serious things I do all day, is I do the Elliptical Oracle. I channel while I'm actually working out, and why I do that and how it came to be. So we're going to call this Elliptical Oracle number 0, just to set this foundation of it. And so how I became the Elliptical Oracle is that through movement is my greatest joy. Through movement, I connect to Source. A long time ago, I learned when I went running, if I had a question, I could get the answer time I finished the run. And then we moved out. I'm pretty isolated here in the woods. And when we moved out in the woods, I could go around our mini lake, and I would feel the presence of a spirit guide, of an ascended master, and we would have these deep conversations. And I thought, wow, this is beautiful. I really need to share this information. I would love to share this information. And so I did put out a little book. It's called Downloads from One Consciousness. You can look it up. It's on Amazon. And so that began the book Downloads from One Consciousness in book form. It was immediately a bestseller, but as of to date, it hasn't sold a lot yet, meaning that people just don't know who I am. And I thought, well, I need another vehicle to get this information out there. And so I could always channel through writing. It was a gift I had. And obviously, when I walked around the lake, I could channel that way, in the sense that I felt I could feel more than see, like a ascended master or a spirit guide next to me, and we would have telepathic conversations. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to channel them. If I can speak to them walking around the lake, why can't I do that as a channeler? So I began to meditate, and meditated a lot, got nothing. And one weekend I said, I'm going to, now I say nothing, let me clarify. I was getting visions in my third eye. I was getting short telepathic messages, but I wasn't channeling. So I was getting good information. And so one weekend I said, I'm going to devote myself to meditation. And after about a day of meditating, I'm like, I've been laying down all day, or sitting up all day, just sitting there or laying there, trying every position possible to channel. I went and I got on the elliptical machine, and my lips began to move. And I immediately began channeling. And the first person I channeled for the first 3 to 4 months was my sister. I call her my middle sister. I have 2 sisters over there. I have an older sister, Zona Gail, and she's often with me now. When she passed over, I'm one of her. She helps me out a lot, let's just say. But until my older sister got there, I would get my middle sister a lot. I mean, a real lot. And she was always with me. And so I channeled her. She was like getting my, prepping the prime, if you will, prepping me. And her message was very, very beautiful. She was challenged physically and mentally in this life. And she explained in a really depth way that her soul chose that. So those who come in what we consider broken often choose those challenges to grow their soul. And they also do it to be a teacher to the rest of us, to show that the simple act of breathing and the simple act of walking and being able to run are gifts. Gifts. They're gifts to be able to breathe, to be able to run. These are gifts. Gifts that we take for granted until we see someone who has a hard time breathing, who has a hard time walking, or who can't read. So that was the message of my sister. She only came in for 3 or 4 months, and then right away I got Xand. And with Xand at first I was told was 100,000 angels strong, source energy, and I was really, really good with that. But they came in on the elliptical because it's what puts fire beneath my feet, movement. It's my positive place to be. It's movement. I'm all about movement. And that's when your source energy speaks to you, when you do what you love to do. So they gave it to me as a gift. As a gift to teach others that when you do that thing that you want to do, that's when you're tied to your source. That's when you're tied to your team. So I'm so emotional. It's a great gift to follow that positive energy stream, to follow the fire beneath your feet. And so I began to channel. And I said, one time I got Jesus Christ, I call him Yeshua ben Joseph. I said, how do I know I'm not making this shit up? Pardon me. And telepathically he said, look up Ezekiel 3:3. And Ezekiel 3:3 is all about giving the word of spirit, given the word of God, and digesting it and seeing the spiritual truth out of it. And no one can make that stuff up. I would have never found that verse on my own. No. That was amazing. And I thought, wow. And so I continued to channel. And the next time I questioned it, I was channeling, and I got a very brief, I don't even know if it ever made the airwaves. I got Buddha. The first time I got Buddha, very briefly, he came in with a short message about living the way, finding the middle path. That's actually like finding the higher path. And it was a beautiful short message, and I was channeling it. And at one point, he called me young master. And I remember thinking, that can't be the truth. I'm not enlightened. And I heard very clearly in my third year, keep going. So I finished the short channeling, and then afterwards I sat down and I said to my team in a meditation, telepathically, I'm not enlightened. Why did he say that? As I was meditating, I got a strong urge to pull a card of the day, and I pulled that card, and it said arrogance. And the message that they were giving me was I was being arrogant for not accepting the truth. I was being arrogant, thinking my mind knew the truth, knew more than God. Buddha is with God. He is of God. Why would I be so arrogant to say that Buddha wasn't telling the truth? I've never doubted my channel since then. It's very precious to me. I love doing it. You can tell I'm very emotional this morning. Full of love. Just full of love. So that is why I do the Elliptical Oracle. I do a short message. The reason I do a healing is because our soul, our energy bodies are connected to the parts of our physical bodies. It's the relationship that matters. And as we heal our energy bodies, and it's more than just the chakras, we also have other subtle bodies as well. As we heal the energy that we are, the frequency that we are, and we let more light in, we heal our physical bodies. So that's why I follow with an energy clearing. And you don't, it is true, some people say, well, I've heard that you don't have to ever do a healing. And that is absolutely true. We live in a world of free will. And you don't have to do or be spiritual. You don't. But the more that you let the light in, the higher your frequency. And that's what the energy healings do. That's what listening to my channel does. Just hearing Xand will help raise your frequency. And so that's another reason for the energy healing after that. And then I normally follow with a Galactic Heritage card. And I'm going to briefly explain the cards. I've said this before in the Elliptical Oracle, so I don't want to make this too long. The Galactic Heritage cards, my team began speaking to me through them, with the cards. So this is why I use them and not the tarot cards. I do feel like I want to pull out the tarot cards every now and then. So my team can speak to them as well, for those of you who are really tied to tarot. But a long story short is I learned about tarot, the best teacher, but it wasn't my deck. This was my deck, the Galactic Heritage card deck. And so it does have cosmic ties, and I'm starting to bring those bits in more and more. So, and when I do it, the card I pick, my team has told me that in my deep sleep, it's normally one of the things I do, is I will pick a card for the next day, for the next reading. We pick it as a team together. It's one of the many, many things I get to do in my deep sleep. That's why I do the card reading, and the very deep, the very spiritual, the very on point. It's amazing. They blow me out of the water. So, and then I normally follow the Elliptical Oracle I normally follow it up with a brief miracle of the day. And, woo! Did I get a miracle of the day today? Once in a while, I have a raven who will follow me around my mini lake when I walk. Today, that particular raven followed me. This morning I did a 2.5 mile walk, the whole 2.5 miles. Stayed about 20 feet above, towering the trees. I tried to take some good photos and a good little mini video of it. You can't plan that. And so my team has said, often they come in, birds. It's really easy for the angels and for your spirit guides to communicate with the birds and to have them like follow a person around or drop a feather or whatever it is that you may need to show up. Just even their presence showing up. So that is why I do what I do. That is why I do the Elliptical Oracle. And so I know this was a bunch of just information for you today. And I feel like, let me call in Xand real quick and see if they have anything they want to say or to add to this. But I felt like this is what I was called to do. Hello, 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 dear ones. We're Xand, and we come with love and light of the Infinite One Creator. Yes, we are so happy to be here and to dance with you in this moment. We would say the channeler has covered the topic very well, but we enjoy coming in and dropping in a spiritual crumb, a spiritual message. We enjoy helping her, guiding her through her energy healings as well. This is all part of what makes us dance, us following our greatest and highest excitement is being here in this very, 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 very moment and soaking it up. And we will tell you, just listening to our voice does help raise your frequency as well as the messages. We are going to have her draw a card today. A card for you that are listening and that are here and who shall listen to it in the future. It is Paradox, card number 98, Paradox, and it's a Zeta Reticuli card. It says future on it. So, the paradox. And today we are going to talk about what a paradox it is to be on the elliptical machine and being able to channel at the same time. But still, it is not a paradox. It is how it indeed works. There are many paradoxes in your physical reality. So your physical reality is, many are learning, is not really real. So that's a paradox. It does feel real. The experience is very, very real. And it's what we often come in and call it a field trip. So your existence is a paradox. The channeler being able to channel while on elliptical is a paradox, because they say those who are in true channeling modes often have to drop down into that deep vibration into the theta or delta or some other deep mode. But the channeler doesn't seem to have to do that. And it was because we had to wait till her frequency was high enough. The love, the light that she was putting out was enough so that we could come in without her having to drop down into that deep, deep state. Woo! I never know what they're going to say, but they always know exactly what to say. So I hope you enjoyed the card reading. I hope to see you on on the Elliptical Oracle. So I am MonaLisa, signing off for now. Oh, one more thing. My team is like, don't forget the Academy. I'm putting an Academy up. And so the Academy will be offering how to heal yourself, how you can become a healer, how to become a channeler, how to be a medium, and so much more. How to do hypnotherapy. Yes, yeah. So how to become a Reiki master. And so all this, and I'm going to teach how to do healing ship. Healing ship is a special type of healing through energy, through Reiki, through mediumship. So I'm going to teach healing ship as well. But the idea is as you heal yourself, you will learn how to become a healer. So it's Soul Navigators Academy. It's going to start, I believe, November, the top of November, right around the 5th, 2025. And I hope to see you there. Top of the now to you. Top of the now to you.